Hey friends, this is Maggie. So I am getting ready for a short little trip, and I wanted to take my mini travel kit in this trip. And basically I just purchased this little bag and just threw some stuff that I have in there and kind of watch a couple of videos to see what people take with them. And so it gave me good ideas, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Just because it's so tiny, and I love it because you can just throw this in your bag or anything. Most of the stuff that I want to take, obviously they don't fit here, so I've got this little travel little bag and added just a couple of things here. And then this one, I just saw this last week and I went to this art store and I thought this was kind of neat. It's just a cheap watercolor. It actually cost me $13.50. And I purchased this basically to do when you do a quick sketch that you want to throw some color, a wash on it. You'll have these here, and what I like about this is it's actually, you have these colors, you have another level with these colors, you have another level with these colors, and you have another level. So I play with it and it's really nice. It actually did a nice wash, a nice color to the page, and it's kind of neat because you have them all here. And then all you're gonna need is your water brush, you know, and you'll see it here, but it's the brush that, you know, has its own water. You'll see it here. So that's one. Now here was the stuff that I wasn't able to fit here, but I wanted to take because I need to have it, and just because it takes space. So, you know, it's just kind of the cloth. I have some wet baby wipes here, and I have just extra bags, so when this gets wet I can just throw it in there. And then these were the items that were a little bit too tight in here, a little big for the little bag here, so I just threw it in here, but it's good to have. And this is my leads for my mechanical pencil, and these are kind of neat because I have different colors. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there are different colors in there. I usually stick to the regular pencil. And then a little ruler, and then the white, I think this is water, no, this is just a regular color pencil, just to help, you know, for highlights and stuff like that. And then this is that water brush that you can just, with these two items, that's all you need, and a pencil if you're gonna want to draw something. So I keep those in here. And it's a nice bag because you just can fold it like that, and you know, you can put it in any corner of your bag, and it just fits nice because it's not stiff. And just, alright, so now here is my little bag that I purchased. They have different sizes. They have one that's a little bit bigger, but I like little stuff like this, and the bigger is the bag, the more stuff I want to take, and I don't want to do that. I just want to take a couple of things, keep doing, you know, keep working on my sketches and my drawings, and be able to do some watercolor. So primarily here, I am not going, actually I lied. I am gonna, primarily this would be out and about where I can just pull this out and do my watercolor. But when I'm in the hotel, then I'll be using, I brought some of my acrylics. Let me go ahead and show you that. So I went and I bought the cheap acrylics because I've been having so much fun using them. I am not going to take my wet palette, the video that I did before, because it will be a little bit too much, but I think I'm learning how to work with it, and just, you know, keep it moist and stuff like that. Although I would love to take my wet palette so I don't have to go through the stages where the acrylic dries too fast. But I'm going to take that to play with acrylics once I'm in a nice place where I can set all this out I'll take that. And then, and this is, you know, I just, what, cost me $4.99. So they're the cheap acrylics just to keep playing with them and practicing with them. And then I bought this set of brushes. I don't remember how much it was, but it basically has all my acrylic paints brushes in it. They are mainly the ones that I'm going to be using for my acrylic. So this is just my acrylic set, that this will be not for me to carry around, because this, you know, with acrylics it's a little bit messy and you have to be in a set place for it. So these is when I'm going to be in a set place to work with the acrylics, and this is when I'm going to be out and about and I just want to stop and do some watercolor. Alrighty. And then, alright, so let me show you what I have in here. Now this was a little mini portable watercolor palette, and you can only, and it's kind of neat. And I know I have another watercolor palette there, but this is something when you don't want to pull the big one, you just can use a little tiny one. And the neat thing about this one is that you open this up, that becomes a palette. And you know, one of the things that was disappointing about this set is I used a brown color, and this is all watercolor because you don't use acrylic for this. And I probably need to just get an alcohol swab, and maybe that will come out. I just need to work on it, but it kind of stains a lot and it's hard to keep it clean. But you pull this out from here, and this becomes where you can hold your water, where you can mix your colors. And then in here you have your watercolors. So it allows you to have 5. So you have the primary colors, which are yellow, blue, and red, and then I added white and black and a little bit of brown. And then all you do is you set one here, and then you take the other one and you set it here, and oops, sorry, and that's your little watercolor. This is kind of nice. I have fun working with this one. I need to just clean that up. Alright, put it back in here. And you just put the cover in. And that's it. That's it, it's done. So that's what's in here. This was from a cheap watercolor that I needed to have like a little palette. Just additional because I don't have that much space other than that. And you'll see the ones that I have in my other set here, but just a little one in case I needed to add some colors and keep them there. It's plastic. It's kind of neat, and just have it in there. These are mists, so you can spray, like to moisture these, you just spray them, or if I want to have a little bit of water on one side just to, you know, I can mist, or I can just open it up and it's a way of carrying water because I'll have water in here. So that's why I have 2. So that's in there. This one here is like is where you can pull water, and then I have certain water brush that you have to put the water in there, and you kind of have to push it in. So this is perfect for that. So that's why I have that there. And this was something I saw that someone was carrying, and it has the perfect packet for it right there. I thought it was kind of neat because I can fill my brushes with this. Then this is, it's not an art thing. I think it was something, a nail cutter set or something that was in here. But I needed something to be flat where I can lay down the stuff that I have. I didn't want to have them in there and hunting for them. Basically, when I pull them out, I know what I want and just pull them out. I probably could get something a little bigger, but this will work because I can, you see, I don't have enough space here to put something big. So here I keep my white gel pen. I keep my Sharpie black pen. I keep my mechanical pen. And these are my watercolor brush. So to fill this watercolor brushes, I use this thing to fill them up. Although this one is easy. This one you can just go straight to the one that's a little bit harder is this one. This is the one that needs the water. So this is like the real thin round brush, perfect to do real thin lines. And then this is the other one that's a little bit thicker. And then let me show you. You see how little that, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has a little tiny hole, and that's when you can use this to just push the water in there. And then I threw in here, doing a little bit of a mess, but I want to keep it here. It's one of those pastel, white pastel, because sometimes it's so nice to use them to do a highlight, and they stay really well on the page. So I have those there. So that's my items here. And then move this stuff out. So we're done there. Then here I have I love these brushes. I bought this a little while ago. They call, I can't even see it. It's marked on the leather, but I don't know. It's FUIMUNS I think it is. But these are I love using these brushes. Now these brushes, they're perfect. I won't use these brushes for this set because this is just a cheap one. It's kind of rough. It really, you don't get that nice flow of the watercolor with this set. This is just more of a sketching wash thing. But this would be for either this one or the other set that I have in here. But I have my big one. See, my big brush. I think this is this is an 8, a round 8. It's a set. I bought it on Amazon. Love it. It's awesome to use it. Number 4, real thin. Have that one. And then this is a number, I lost it, but I want to say this is probably a 12. Give and take, but not all the sizes are the same with different brands. So I keep this, and I love this set. So this will be something that I'll be using a lot with my regular watercolor set. That's in there. I also have just my eraser, my kneaded eraser. So when I do my drawings, I usually keep them in here. And I just kind of clean it up by pulling it like that. And love this. It just pretty much you can use it for everything. A list is a paper that it doesn't, you need a regular eraser. This eraser for me does everything. It's my favorite one, or the one that I use the most. My favorite one. I said that is in here. Let's see if I have anything else. I can add more, but I don't want to make this too bulky, but I can throw a couple of more things in there. And then when you go in here, I can fit this size of watercolor book, or the let me see what size this is. Let me see. Or a 8 by 5, and they do have them. I do have that one too. So you can fit this small one in here, which is the one that I've been working on. You can fit that one in here, or the 8 by 5 in there. So that's where I keep, and this is actually watercolor pages. And you get to see you saw some of the drawings and paintings I did on the weekly practice. And then my last item, I don't think I have anything else in here. No, I don't have anything else. My last item is this watercolor palette that I ordered, and isn't it pretty? And the reason why I bought it is because it's so thin, and so are the little containers that are inside. They're very thin, so you can fit this anywhere you go. And here, when I ordered this, I didn't know they were gonna send me so many, and I was able to practically use add all of my watercolor in here. So I have the Daniel Smith, I have all the other, and look at this set, look how beautiful. And they're all in their little palettes. So I can use this area here for my mixing. And then I have all those colors, and then I did a watch here so that I see my colors. So these are my colors there, and love it. I just love it. So other than this is everything I'm gonna need for this set. And I put this here because if I'm using it, it's very wet and I don't want to dirty this here, or I already have this clean, just keep it there. So far is working fine, and it closes well with that. And this is it. This is my travel set that I put together for my upcoming trip, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I auction bought this for, this was probably about $3, but this is the charcoal sketching art set, just because I seen people working on it. It's really messy, so I know that this is the reason why I wasn't buying it, but just curiosity, again, like my channel, I wanted to try it and play with this and see what I can come up with. So, and they were saying that the good thing about using charcoals for artwork is one of the advantages is it's so cheap, and it's probably about $2 something. I got this whole set, so I got the pencils, 3 pencils, something there, I don't know. I have to open it up and play with that. So that is what I've done this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!